With the 40th pick of the 2022 MLB Draft, the Los Angeles Dodgers select Dalton Rushing, a catcher from University of Louisville.
With 2 out and nobody on, a 1-run Storm lead in the 5th. The next pitch hit in the air, and there goes that 1-run Storm lead. High and deep to right, Rushing a high bat flip as he watched it and admired it, and it's tied 3-3 in the 5th. Rushing's second professional home run, the second home run of the day for the Quakes, and we got a brand new ball game.
Rushing, who's been dangerous at the plate, batting from the left side. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a flare into shallow right field. Roberson and Guzman giving chase. They won't get to it. Young rounds third, but he's held there. The pitch. Swung on, lined into center field. Guzman coming in, tries to make the diving play, and it gets by him. That'll score 2 at least. Rushing heading for second. Thinking about third, but he'll stay there. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into right field. Roberson coming in. It'll land in front of him for a base hit. Gets it in quickly to hold Young at second. Nice job by Roberson to do that. 3-1. Hard ground ball through into right field. A 1-out base hit for Rushing, and that allows Young to score the 7th run of the game. Rushing today, 4 for 5 with 3 runs batted in. The pitch is swung on, grounded into right field. They are going to hold Young. Rushing now has 5 hits today, and I believe that is a career high for him.
Dalton Rushing has been off to a great start, batting .442 with 6 homers and 22 runs batted in since joining the club. And he swings and lifts this one to center field. Well struck. Going back, Calabrese still going back. And at the wall, that's gone. So after Freeland tried to ambush one and popped it up, Rushing doesn't miss it as he ambushes one. And hits a 2-run homer off of Michael Lorenzen. So Rushing's 7th homer out to dead center.
1-0 here with 2 outs. Santana to Rushing. Rushing swings, clobbers it to deep right field. No doubt about it as it's past the fire pit and gone. Dalton Rushing, he's been waiting for that first one here with the Loons, and he's got it. He extends this lead to now 4-2. Great Lakes, 410 feet off the bat of Rushing. And out of here in a hurry as well. 105 on the exit velocity.
And this one is hit into deep right, back at the track. Drogo looking up, and there is home run number 3 of the day. Dalton Rushing with his 2nd home run of the afternoon. Again to deep right field. That's 7 on the season for the Great Lakes designated hitter. It's a 5-0 game.
And Rushing sends this one to the stratosphere. Gone. A 2-run homer, the 2nd home run of the series for Dalton Rushing. The Loons push back out in front. It's now 3-2.
Don't you wish you had a guy like that in the Whitecaps uniform? That was an absolute no-doubter. 2nd time in as many days for Dalton Rushing.
Dalton Rushing, the top prospect in the Dodgers system, steps in. 1-0 line to right center field. That rolls all the way out to the wall. Gauthier getting waved around third by Hennessy. He'll score. Rushing goes to third. And that's an RBI triple for Dalton Rushing here in the 8th inning. And it extends the lead for the Drillers. It's now 6-1.
For the Drillers here in the 2nd inning, it'll be Dalton Rushing to lead off, facing the right-hander Logan Gregg. Pitch swinging a high fly ball, hits to right center field deep. Back on it, Rodriguez to the wall. It is gone, a home run. Dalton Rushing with his first home run as a Tulsa Driller. Hits it into the Arkansas bullpen in right center field. Drillers now lead it 7-1. Here's the 1-2, and he's swinging a high, deep fly ball to right. Hernandez back to the fence. It is gone, a grand slam. Dalton Rushing clears the bases, a grand slam. And the Drillers take a 7-3 lead.
Pitch up, throw down to second, tag applied. Cintrone is gunned down. Quick pop time from Rushing, and the Saudis are popped out of the 7th. They'll lead 3-2 heading into the 8th.
Dalton Rushing here in his AAA debut. A left-handed hitter. Swings, and it's a soft line drive that gets down for a base hit into shallow left field. He's got his first AAA hit. Avens motors on over to third, and Rushing will put runners at the corners with nobody out.
And Dalton Rushing will bat. 1-0 Round Rock has the lead. Top of the 4th, Sampson's first pitch. And Rushing will swing and drive this high in the air, left field. Hover, the left fielder, going out on the warning track. Wall reaches up, and it's gone. Dalton Rushing, a 2-out solo homer there in this 4th, and he's tied the score at 1. For Rushing, it's his 4th of the year, just brought up from AA Tulsa earlier this month, and in his first game at Dell Diamond, he's got a homer. In 2022, as he swings and drives this to straightaway center. Strom going back, turning around, and this ball is gone. So Dalton Rushing has a multi-homer game. He's got 5 RBIs. What a night it's been. The left-hander absolutely crushes this changeup.
Terrace attack in New York City. There goes Warmoth. Pitches down. Throw down to second. And this time he's out. Rushing nearly got one in the 3rd. This time Warmoth is caught stealing.
It's Dalton Rushing. Dalton, thanks for joining us. You're coming off a great year. You were Dodgers minor league player of the year. You got to AAA. Hit 26 home runs, which was second to minors among all catchers. What are you working on? What do you need to do to make that next step and make your big league debut?
Yeah, I think it's more based on just like playing whatever they need. It's not really just worrying about catching. It's not really just worrying about the outfield, first base, whatever it is. It's really just being able to do all of it, essentially, and just continue to hit. Really, that's obviously the main piece. That's what they're going to need in a lineup towards the end of the year. That's what they're going to need in a lineup towards the middle of the year, wherever that time fits in. Yeah, I think that's my main goal, is just continue to hit and play whatever position they kind of put me in.
Talking to scouts about you, I mean, everybody knew you could hit. That's why you were a high draft pick, second rounder coming down to Louisville. But your catching seems to keep getting better and better. I think your defense is a little underrated behind the plate because everybody focuses on the offense. How much fun is it to be here in big league camp, working with all these talented pitchers the Dodgers have? And I was reading something they're doing, like even mock catching meetings, so you guys can get used to that. How much does that help you develop?
Yeah, it helps a lot. I mean, obviously you kind of look back in time a little bit. You look back to like 2019 when Will was doing these things before Will debuted and Will kind of solidified himself in the big leagues. So yeah, it's kind of a similar path. It's ideally, it's just to make me as comfortable as possible around these guys.
You touched on playing the outfield, which was something the Dodgers introduced last year as a way, with Will Smith ahead of you.
Yeah.
You're not going to be catching 120 games your first season in the big leagues, so they want to get your bat in the lineup as much as possible. And I think you'd maybe dabbled in the outfield briefly in the Cape Cod League before you turned pro. How has that outfield transition gone, and how difficult is it juggling catching here, outfield there? They may work in some first base.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what I said earlier. It's tough on the body a little bit, but it's one of those things, like I said, like from this point moving forward, it's just like, hey, whatever you need me to play, you just let me know.
Last year, MLB introduced Spring Breakout event, which is prospect games across spring training in both Florida and Arizona. You got to be part of that.
Correct.
I think you went 1 for 2 with a walk, good day against the Angels. How much fun was it last year? And are you looking forward to participating perhaps in this year's game against the Cubs on March 13th?
Yeah, it's fun, for sure. You get to play against some of these guys. Big names in the game of baseball, especially a lot of upcoming stars. I know the Cubs have a few in particular. Yeah, it's a fun event as far as it's been. So last year went great. This year's, I think, is going to be even cooler playing a team like the Cubs. I think it'll be a great matchup. I'm excited.
1-2. Fly ball, right center field. This ball is hit very well, and it is going to be a home run. Dalton Rushing gets the first run on the board tonight. Oklahoma City striking first as Rushing hits that ball very well